Okay, with all the updates, leaks, and rumors coming out about CSGO Source 2, a lot of people are straight up wondering what Source 2 is going to actually do to CSGO. Like, what factors of the game is it actually going to change? Let me give you guys a quick little rundown. First up, and probably the most hyped up thing, is the better graphics, the supposed better graphics and ray tracing coming to the game. Now, will it be similar to this Unreal Engine 5 recreation of Dust 2? I don't know, and no one really knows right now. But we can take a look at other games that have been ported over to the Source 2 engine from Source originally to kind of see an example. Comparing Half-Life 2 to Half-Life Alyx is a great example of this, and with these video clips right here, you guys can kind of get an idea of what might happen, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. The next thing Source 2 is gonna majorly improve is stable performance and frame rates in game. The Source 2 engine all around is just better optimized for literally everything. Not to mention the new physics engine means way better physics in game, which really helps with stable frame rates. If you've ever noticed stuttering in game right before a bunch of things happen or right before an explosion goes off in CS, for example, supposedly this will be fixed in Source 2. Now, the only downside to this is this will cause changes to movement and how utility is used in game. Because of the new physics engine, this will be something that everyone's gonna have to relearn. Next, Source 2 is rumored to improve latency in game significantly, meaning that game will be far more responsive than it ever was before due to a lot of new technologies. Now, for most players, this probably won't be the most noticeable thing, but it definitely makes a difference in the competitive scene, so it's gonna be really interesting to see what exactly happens with this. Now, if and when Source 2 does drop, there will be literally no cheaters upon release. And the reason for this is, well, with Source 2, you're gonna have to completely rebuild those cheats, those hacks from the ground up. So who knows how long it's gonna take cheaters to make new software, but hey, we should have a lot less hackers for at least a little while. Something else too that's been rumored quite a bit and actually was just confirmed with a government trademark. Valve is in the works of rebranding CSGO. And while this really won't affect anything that has to do with Source 2 with the game, it's rumored that this is gonna happen when Source 2 does release. Now, what does this mean for the game? Well, supposedly it's going to be called CounterStrike instead of CSGO or CSGO 2, and the terrorist and counter-terrorist teams are just going to be renamed to Ts and the CTs. They're really doing this just to make the game more friendly all around, especially for advertising too, but mainly just so Valve can expand the game to a larger player base. Now, on top of all of this, one thing to keep in mind is when the Source 2 port is released, whenever this will be, it's going to be a work in progress for a little while, considering porting the game over isn't going to be perfect right from the bat. Valve will most likely do what they did with the Dota 2 port back in 2015, where they basically make two versions of the game available to the community for a few months and then eventually remove the old one and make only that new one available. Anyways though, let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. What are you most excited for? And if you think the negatives outweigh the good, well, it'll be interesting to see what y'all think. With that all said though, if you made it this far, don't forget to drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.